Hey there, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Lonely Knoll Gaming. We're going to be playing some Project Zomboid today, kind of a continuation of our last video. And my name is Droog, and we'll be uh, working from our base here in actually off to the west of West Point there on the map. And there we are. We got our 3 cars of relatively decent repair. And we got our axe finally. So probably going to be doing a bit of chopping today, chopping down trees and whatnot. Yeah, let's just get started here. We're going to clear out some trees in the yard and maybe clear a path out to the riverside. Let's see here. That was our big quest last time, because managed to find a number of cars, but only just last night did we find an actual axe that we could use. I'll leave them as logs for now. Just mainly need to get that yard cleared up a little bit. Okay, that one on this side. Just want to make it so we could drive through the yard if we have to. See, what would be the easiest way to get the car through to the river? Maybe just along this fence here. I'll try that. The guy's already getting tired. He's not all that strong. Just a simple burglar. I'm just gonna get overworked here doing this, but that's alright. We can take a rest break when we're done. Or I'll take one now because he's about ready to fall over. Yep. I'm gonna sit here and rest. Sit on ground. Yeah, we got so lucky with that axe. It was just on the back of a zombie. Normally you have to find them in like hardware stores or, you know, maybe like the logging company or, you know, I'm not even sure where we typically find them, but we find them a lot earlier than. So I've been playing this probably for a week or so since I started the game over again, and yeah, it's been kind of harsh. I mean, we still have power and water going to the house from the utility and power company, so you know, wood hasn't been needed yet, but work any day now. The power and water we're probably going to cut out, so gonna have to prepare. That's why I picked this spot because we're on the water, and because we got the river here, and there's a little pond or lake or whatever on the south side of the road. Okay, let's finish these last couple trees. I don't think there's any zombies out here in these woods, but you never know. You never know. Let's get it cleared out and come back and pick him up a little later, maybe after he's had time to rest. But at least I can drive through there and get access to the riverside. The main reason I'm doing that is because the riverbank makes for a good kind of highway down to the other parts of the map. Assuming you have good tires and whatnot, so you don't get stuck in the mud or dirt or whatever. There we go. That should be good, and that'll be a good amount of firewood to start with. That's one thing you don't want to do is go out fighting zombies when you're in that exhausted state, because your strength is reduced and your damage is reduced and all that fun stuff. So you're more likely to get bit or killed when that's the situation. Oh, how's my back doing anyways? I need some repairing. Okay. It's funny how you can repair it just with adding more nails to it. Not quite realistic, I guess, but I'll take it. And it's been repaired so many times. It's not liking the attempts. And I'm probably not getting a whole lot of progress either. I have to switch to that other bat. Oh no, it's getting there, I guess. Don't mind spending a few nails. I got a few boxes in storage. What are we at? About 80%, thereabouts. I'll keep going. Try to max it out. That's the last thing you want to have is your weapon break when you're fighting a zombie. Almost there. Yeah. Looks like max. Good deal. Put the axe back in my pack. What's its durability? It's not in the greatest of shape. What do I need to repair that? Duct tape. Okay, I got some duct tape. Might want to do that too while I'm thinking about it. Duct tape. Okay, that's good progress there. Not sure if that was progress. Potentially repairs 7%, 90% chance. I'll go a couple. Try to max it out on that one too. Okay, that was a good one. It's probably only getting like 1% on some of those. It's not making the hideous broken item sound, so let's keep going. There we go. Well, that's full. Yeah, it's full. Okay, didn't use all my duct tape. That's good. What else? What should we have for breakfast? Make some cereal. Eat. One more. Bowl cereal. I have to lighten my pack a little bit here. Got too much stuff. Put some all this extra stuff away. Rip sheets in here. Yeah. I don't think you can do it for all items, but I know they have kind of a, if it's something like tape or a resource that has a number of uses to it. So, like I say, if you have multiple rolls of duct tape, usually you can. But if you have a bunch of just rolls that are down like 25% or something like that, you can kind of combine them all together. And there's like a consolidate command, which is kind of cool. So it lowers the weight you have in your storage. I'm still a little tired. Let's go with that. And I know I got a couple cans of food in the car. Let's wait to get a little more rest. What else can we do? I think I might turn this one military pack into a first aid bag. I'm kind of doing that as it is now, but okay, let's get these other bags out of here. And the first aid kits and so forth. So let's grab these. I think I'm just gonna stash them in the closet or something. Put them all in one bag, and yeah, we don't need all that either. Spare keys, belt. Okay, that's pretty much the first aid bit. Let's change the name. I like usually putting the asterisks on the containers because that'll put them to the top of the list. I haven't done that to my other ones yet, I don't think. No, not yet. So like if I do rename my pack, you gotta sort by the name, I guess, for it to go. Yeah. Go back at the top. Okay, so we got the first aid bag here. Pick up all these first aid kits. Pull this out of here, stick that in the bag. Bourbon noise. It's kind of like your backup for when you run out of disinfectant. And I need to grab up all these bags here. And that one's still a good one. We'll leave that separate from our other. And okay, let's just get the ones off the floor here. Grab the duffel bag. So let's put this here. And you can pick up all these others and put them in there. Grab all. These are all just empty containers, so let's throw those all in this duffel bag. Let's make sure all these are empty. Yeah. See, not all of those are empty. The first one, okay. These and stuff them in the bag. And probably all but one side kit. Yep. The toolbox. Mortar and pestle we can put back on the table, please. I'll be using that later once you start doing foraging and whatnot. Okay. You guys getting physical strain carrying all this crap. There we go. I'm getting bored too from being inside too long. Always lovely. Grab this bag. Stick it in the closet over here. Get it out of the way. Place. There we go. What all can I do? Carpentry wise. Can't do much of anything. And carpentry skills suck. I'll have to wait for my buddy to get online. Because he's a little more skilled than I at that stuff. Let's see what's next. Got an axe. Got a road through. I guess we could pick up logs, but it seems kind of boring. What do we got for places to explore? Now I know there's this truck way up north up here. I think it's right in there somewhere. Where there's some zombies around it. And actually, no, I think I killed the zombies. But they had a bunch of stuff in it. I just couldn't. I didn't have any room to carry it. I didn't have a vehicle with me, so it was quite a long walk. But I might take that up north. Take a vehicle up north. And check these wrecks maybe too. I think I got most of the stuff off of these. But go up and loot that truck at least, and if possible, get it started and going. If no, for nothing else, for parts, because we got two sedans, which are the standard vehicle configuration, and then the one little white car is considered a sport, kind of like a Mercedes or something. But the trucks are, I believe they're listed. They're like heavy duty is kind of what their classification is, and the parts don't mingle between those different categories, so you kind of have to have the same category. Like a step van and a pickup truck are essentially the same category, which I mean seems a little odd, but um, you know they probably just didn't want to make it too complicated. So having a truck, I do have like a really crappy truck that we parked in one of the nearby houses, but all the parts are like about to break on it, so it's not really worth much other than like if we were to repair it, we basically need all new parts for it. And since the body of it hasn't been repaired, it still has value, uh, but it's going to take a lot of metal work to even get it to usable state. So that's a future project for sure, but there's always potential. And it might just be easier just to find a better truck. I want to say that truck up there was decent, but again, it was surrounded by zombies and it might have been part of a wreck, so it might have had some damage. But I just know that there was the back of the truck was just full of stuff. So I think we'll go up there and check it out and see if my memory is serving me well or not. Make sure the car's all cleaned out. Back seats are empty. Got my little emergency can of soup. Some rip sheets. Bandages. Alright. Let's do it. Yay! First try. It's funny, you can have like 100% on your engine and your battery and everything else, and it still won't start on the first go. Surrey Road. Yes. It'll be a bit of a drive. God damn it. So much for not banging up my good vehicle. I knew it was there too. I don't know. I'm gonna tow this hunk of shit out of the way. Alright. Put the tow cable on there. At least I have a car that can do that now. There we go. And you can kind of tell just by the big dent on the side that this car is pretty much totaled, so... On the trunk's locked or broken, so... Well, it's not terrible. The battery could still be usable. Got a couple good parts on her still. It's not all red, which is what you normally see on those kind of wrecks. Can I even get back in it? Yeah. It's still considered a wreck, even though the parts aren't terrible. You can't get in it or do anything to it, really. Come on. Fine. Okay. Detach. Doop, 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 doop. Make a nice leisurely cruise through the countryside. Should have another little red car up here. Yep, I moved that one. Okay. There's a river off in the distance. This is where we got that old black truck. They'll have these little POIs where it's just like a work crew fixing something. And they got the cones out in front of the manhole cover, so or the manhole, so you don't fall in and whatnot. And it's all zombie workers. Let's see, have I been down the other way? Let's see. I have, and there's another wreck down there. I have to check that out on the way back. Might be a house or something over there. It looks like maybe a farmhouse because they got the hayfield. Oh, a handful of zombies. So we're entering enemy territory. Just passing through, don't mind me. Got blood on my car. Okay, I'm getting close. I think. Or maybe not. Let me look. Center. Yeah. Okay, not close, but. Look at all these guys. Another piece of crap. Look like a policeman. Policeman zombie. Send more paramedics. It's pretty busy up here. Come on, white truck, where you at? I want to say it's kind of more on one of these diagonal roads, but who knows? I was in a bit of a state, walking through all these zombies and whatnot. Wasn't too terrible worried about where I was, just where I was going. Okay, there's another broken down car. Make a note of that on the map so I hopefully will notice and not run into it. See red, gear. Oh, do I have these turned on? That probably would help. There we go. Turn on the little map notes. I want to say it's right up here. I mean, I guess my map doesn't go much farther beyond this, so it's got to be up here somewhere. It's funny, you can definitely feel the difference when you hit like terrain that the car doesn't drive across very well. Like when I get in that grass, you can tell the engine's really pushing hard to keep moving. Okay, is it this little lake here? Haha! There she is. Oh, and a zombie stuck under the truck. What a shame. Let's get her turned around just in case. Does the zombie get me from here or not? He's not happy. I think he's pinned. Seat is occupied. What the heck? See, look at all that stuff in the back. There's a lead pipe on the ground. Just throw that in the back. I'm really hesitant to try to get in the driver's side door. I don't even know if I could get it running. How's the seat occupied? I could tow it off the zombie, kill the zombie. Ugh. How many other zombies are around anyway? Guess that's the solution, although it's not a great one. The trouble is when you're towing something, you're much slower. And it's going to be off the road, so it's not going to get a lot of traction. And it makes it very difficult to escape when you're pulling a dead-ass car behind you. Okay, this might be a very dumb idea. But we'll give it a go. Maybe when we drag the truck, it'll squish the zombie. There we go. Down the road a little ways. Okay, home slice, let's go. Okay, he was a little wounded there, probably. Probably use your stuff. So you got holes in it. Oh, the boots are good. Bloody but good. Hat. And a digital watch. Can't pass those up. Tempted to just tow the whole thing back now that I got it hooked up. See just how bad this truck is. Ooh, pretty bad. Well, it's better than that. Not by much, but it's better than that red truck we got in that other garage. Okay, gas. It's got gas. Can't take engine parts yet because I'm not trained enough. I need a mechanics 5 and a wrench. Okay. I'll just pull it off the road and loot it, I guess. as much as I would like to do otherwise. Because it doesn't look like it's a full-on wreck. It doesn't have that massive dent in the side like they usually do, and you can get in and out of it. Oh, let's jump in. I should jump in the cab and see what was blocking me from getting in the other side. Might be some goodies in the passenger seat as well. Okay, so we're detached. Another lead pipe. There's just a lead pipe sitting in the way. Okay. Dirty rags. Ugh. Nothing in the glove. Oh. Ooh, we got some maps. Let's grab the maps. We need any of this other stuff. Oh, duct tape. Paper clip. Leave the rest. Put the dirty rags in there. Okay. So lead pipe. Duffel bag has stuff in it. A little bit. Let's place that on the ground. That way we can load it. Some metal sheets. Always gonna need welder masks and metal sheets because that's what you need to do vehicle repairs. Everything except for the rubber band. Stuff won't fit. Oh. I'll put those in the back seat, I guess. Grab the duffel. Stick that guy in the back seat as well. We're good to go. These in our over here. Is that Rivers? Okay, we just don't have a West Point map yet, looks like. Have to read those a little later. Okay. So we are probably almost to Riverside, actually. Let's take a stab at starting the truck. Clean off some of this blood. It should start, I would think. Oh yeah, I gotta hotwire it. Battery might be too messed up. Once more with feeling. Nope. Okay. Clear these cones because they are obstacles the car will crash into. And despite them being softer and rubbery, they will do damage because they actually act. I think they actually act as a solid object, like more solid than they should. So maybe that's just the. I'm pretty sure they're solid though. I was thinking maybe that's just the barrels, but I was thinking use the cones for stuff at the base maybe. Oh, the back seat. Yep. There we go. That way the road's clear at least. I think what I'll do is take this road up to where I start running into zombies or whatever else. I'm getting tired too. Eat my cans of soup. This lead pipe in the back seat. Now just take this road farther up, see what I can see, and come back after scouting it out a little bit. Not really looking to get a bunch of loot since the car's pretty full as it is. But we can take a peek. Might find something important. Oh yeah, okay. I think I remember this road. This kind of goes around the bend. I want to say there was like a farm or something out here. It's like a little dirt driveway. Ooh, another car. It's probably a wreck. It's got the bashed in sides. It's not terrible. Ooh, got a really nice battery in there. That I can take. Yeah. Yeah, the Rex won't let you get inside them at all. Okay. Tarps. Rich bag. Leave the rest. I'm pretty full up, so I guess I'll just have to carry that junk. Just gonna pull it off the road. Be a good citizen of the zombie apocalypse, because it's gonna be me that runs into it next time anyways. Come on, car. Good enough. I didn't have any gas, right? Nope, no gas. Okay. Let's finish our scout. Head back before it gets too dark. Another high-vis zombie. Oh, yeah, we're getting into a bunch now. Must be getting close to town. Look at them all. Yep, there's some houses. Okay. Scouting mission accomplished. Zombies everywhere. Not everywhere. It's just gonna get worse though, getting closer to town. There's our first guy there. Let's put a quick map note. Z. Exclamation. You know, I was thinking I may have forgot to get the gas out of this. Grab one. Siphon gas. Something with the heavy-duty vehicles actually usually have pretty good-sized gas tanks. Ooh, full tank? Oh no, not quite. Okay. I need to mark that one too. We won't make it red, we'll make it gray, as though we've removed the danger, but still making a note that it's there. Okay. Throw the gas in the trunk and get out of here. Okay, so it won't fit now that it's full. Oh well. It's kind of funny, but it's the same size. stick in my backpack where it's nice and safe. Along with the car battery. What could go wrong? I don't know, if you're carrying a can of gas, like a multi-gallon gas can, and a car battery in your backpack, you're a better man than I. That seems just uncomfortable. Oh yeah, did I mark this one? I did. Okay. Should pull it off. Making the road safe for survivors once again. Well, from running into wrecks anyway. Let's see, I need to do a map. Oh, I want that map. Remove this one. Even in their worst state, the wrecks can still, like if you, once you get the metalwork stuff up to par, um, you can scavenge like pipes and all the various metal sheets and bits and things that could be potentially be useful later. So it's worth kind of keeping track of where they're at. I was going to go down that other branch of the road, but I think I'm just going to return home and unload because the car is full. Another good outing though. We got some stuff. Get around these guys. It seems like the glancing blows don't do quite as much to the car. But they pile up eventually on you. I haven't seen a wrinkle in the hood yet, so I'm good. Should be alright. Now I could just take the rivers, the shoreline down to the house. I haven't mapped that out either. Yeah, it looks doable to me. Kind of map it out a little better. Yeah, it's really straining in the dirt. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. A little too busy for me to mess with that though. Especially since I'm overloaded. Hey guys, how's it going? little better traction. Must have been fisherman zombies out there looking at the water. Oh, hello. Just passing through. Even if they didn't have like boats you could steer yourselves, it'd be kind of cool to have like a ferry or something. You could pull your car on, and then you would maybe not animated, but kind of teleport you over to the other side after a while or something, as if you rode the ferry across the river or whatever, or out to an island. Islands seem like they would be pretty good as long as you had enough resources. But, you know, maybe zombies walk on the bottom of the water like they do in Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever. Sorry for all the engine noise, guys. The car is straining a little bit with the traction. Once I find a house, I can try my new cut through. How far am I away now? Getting there. There we are. Well, that worked out good. I pull this tire out of there. Should be able to put my gas back in. There we go. This is a good tire. Yeah, it's a real good tire. Put it over here with my other one. goes in there. Pipe wrench. Welding rods. Metal stuff. Okay. Filling that one up pretty good. Other pipes in there too. That's all my metal stuff. Pipe wrench and tools. I think I already have one. Yeah, one. Need those for when we go to do the irrigations, or not irrigation, but the water catchment system when we eventually lose it. Water from the utilities. Garbage bag. Tarp stick outside. Okay. I don't need the road cone in there. Is that just actually a barrel one? Oh yeah. Not sure what we'll use it for, but all that can stay in. So backseat stuff, cones. Regular duffel. Well, I'll grab all this stuff, I guess, if I'm going to break my back carrying it all. Might as well. Okay. This construction stuff over here on a pallet. That's a big gravel bag. All right, 100 pounder or more. Place. 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 And place. Back to the old inventory management. You knew it was going to happen. find it hard pressed to not have a session where you're doing inventory management. Guess you just gotta make it fun. To get some bloody things to wash. I like the idea of throwing a hard hat and military boots into a washer and dryer and hope that it's not going to do any damage. Either to the dryer or to the stuff, but it'll do it. That wouldn't attract zombies. I don't know what would. It's already set mode to washer. Turn that baby on while we can use it. Clean that stuff up. What's got left on this? I think they spelled duffel wrong. Or at least it's a different spelling than I'm used to. I thought it was with the LE instead of EL. But what do I know? We're full of containers in the container. Yeah, we putting stuff. Okay. Is not where these go. Okay. High vis vests. I don't know what we're gonna do with those. Stuff them in a closet, I guess. Oh, you already got one in there. Okay. Two in there. Toilet paper. Might as well get cleaned up while I'm in here. Alrighty then, let's see. More crap in my backpack, gotta unload. Oh, duct tape, paper clips and stuff. Oh yeah, the battery in the gas can. Okay. I don't think I washed my own self. I'll need to do that too. Break open a box of nails because I'm getting low. And guy's getting tired. But to be fair, he's been up since like 4 or 5 in the morning or something like that. So other fresh stuff do we have? Eat a jalapeno, sure. Orange soda is good because it reduces the unhappiness. Same goes for pop, I guess, and pretty much any soda. Make up a hamburger. Grab. We'll defrost. Peanut butter stir fry. I mean, I guess you have like peanut butter chicken or something, but ugh. I know it's because I carry it around in my backpack as backup food, but when you think stir fry, peanut butter is not the first thing I think of. Drop this stuff while that's defrosting. So we got a few decent batteries in here. I'll add that one to the pile. And I'll gas up the vehicles, make sure we're in good shape. I just gotta remember I got food on the stove. Okay. And gasoline. In worst case, when it's defrosting, it'll turn around and start cooking it. Is that everything? Empty gas can. Yep. Okay. Back in there. Like that off. Make it into a patty. So, what can I do with that now? You must have to have bread and lettuce and everything else to make it into a hamburger. I'll just cook the meat patty. Call it done. Maybe I'll add some stuff to it though. Let's see. We've got a stale radish in there. Whoops. Dish towels. Yep, that's done. Okay. What can I do with this? I'll put in the radish. Try to make something out of it. Radish soup. Okay, so I got rid of the negative effects of the radish. What else can I put on there? Into soup. Tomato paste of spice, sure. One good thing, they didn't always have it like this, but when you have all your stuff close to you, it'll pull it from whatever cabinet you need, and then put it back. That's so handy. Salt. Dried split peas. I'll save those. Random vegetable. Let's add some crackers and be done with it. There we go. Turn that off. I'll let the meat patty get cold. Turn it on. There you go. Eat it. That's actually pretty good. 52 hunger for just one patty. Sounds pretty good. Turn that off so you don't burn the house down. And really don't need to eat this right now. I could set it aside. Eat that tomorrow. Just get in the fridge. Maybe mix some other stuff in with it later. Go to bed. I'm going to swap over to my blue hat. That's kind of my standard hat. And do I got boots on right now? I do. Okay. So these are just backups then. And my hard hat. Okay. Go to sleep. I don't think I have it on right now, but one of the server options is the frequency of nighttime events, or like when you're sleeping, basically. So you get like, I don't know if they just randomly spawn in zombies or what it is, but something wakes you up and you gotta go, zombie banging on the door or something. I didn't have that turned on for us since, my beard is getting long. It's going beyond my hockey mask. Unequip. Be looking like Leonardo DiCaprio in the Man in Iron mask here in a minute. Okay, unequip. The beard is all growing all over his face and stuff. Well, it's not too bad, I guess, but... Oh, yeah. Screaming in the distance. What a lovely way to wake up. And we want to go to info, change beard, shave beard. Good God. Watch what you're doing with that knife, buddy. Oh, my weight's decreasing. I've been running around hungry for too long. If you get too far below average weight, you have a penalty. Actually, on either end, there's a penalty if you get too heavy or too thin. I think too thin, you're more susceptible to damage, and obviously, like when you're heavy, I think your movement or agility or whatever suffers. And I am dirty again. Goodness. Where? Get all my armor on again. I do need to fix this jacket or get a replacement. I'm gonna check next room over here. See if we got another leather jacket. Which we do. Sweet. Wear that, baby. Throw this one down in the pile to fix. Place. Leave that to my buddy the tailor. Tailor carpenter. All around good guy. There we go. And it's raining. But as you can see, I do have the outdoorsman, which basically means you are more or less immune to weather effects, so you don't get sick when it rains or all that fun stuff. I'm sure the extreme measures, like if it got super, super hot or something like that, he's not immune to that, but like he just doesn't get sick from the weather. That's the way I understand it. Take up the log already. Goodness. I'll wait till I get hungry and then go eat that soup. Soup for breakfast. And it quits just like that. That, from what I remember from earlier or other games, game saves, was the hardest thing to replace, like in the long-term version of the game, is glass on vehicles because they're not making anymore. And I don't think you can make your own. I mean, you really kind of need it because if you don't have windows on your vehicles and zombies get up close, they will pull you out of the vehicle. Or at least hit you through it. Campfire kit? Yeah, I should probably make one of those actually. I use up both logs? Okay. Put that in here. Can I do the garden now? Can I actually start farming? I don't know how to put my equip in both hands. Dig furrow. Yeah, I could do that. I have it down this side, maybe. Don't have any seeds though. So much for that. I'll just wait. That's usually my job, is to do the farming and the vehicle wrangling and fixing. I just use a taxi to, let's see, who's got the better trunk out of these two vehicles? 37, 32. This one. 43, okay. Seems a shame to be logging or lugging logs in a Mercedes, but it's each log 9 or something like that. And 9. Let's carry the sticks myself. How much space do I got now? That's full, okay. I'm just glad the little bushes aren't something you can actually collide with. Otherwise, I'll be yanking them out of there. Let's stick in here. Basically stocking up fuel for the winter when it does eventually come. It's starting to shape up. We got our cut through to the river for faster travel. And my guy is thirsty. What else we got going? We got our axe. We got it fully repaired, so when we do use it, it should last for a good while. I saw these logs, or yeah, I saw some logs. Let's do these 4 and quit. Nah. Getting our planks together so we can build our gate. Sturdy sticks. Nah. There we go. Let's say we needed 12. We got 29, alright. Should be enough for the gate, I believe. Just off the top of my head. There, get some water. No drinking out of the bird bath, kids. Oh, fill the bowl. I don't want my bowl. Fill bottle. Like how you can fill a bowl of water and stick it back in your pack and it stays that way. That's a neat little trick. I mean, even with Tupperware or something, you think something's going to go wrong eventually. Go to open your lunch and whatever's in the bowl's all over the inside. Okay, so I'm just a little damaged because I've been carrying too much heavy stuff. Health. Yeah, nothing beyond minor damage. Which is the way we roll around here. Still almost tempted to get rid of these things. Let's see, what does it take? Garden hoe, farming 1. Can I have farming to chop out bushes? I don't think so. Just gotta have malice. What to do. Good stand to locate. I guess we can go explore that other branch of that road. Sounds like a good idea. Get some work done while it's raining. Maybe pull some of those wrecks out of the intersections. Assuming we're not going to get jumped by zombies while we're in the middle of it. This first one's coming up right here. And do a zombie check. There's plenty of room right there. Don't see any zombies. Tow cable attached. Come on. You don't want to go. There we are. I don't know if water makes it harder to drive on or not. I think it might. Sometimes it can rain so hard on the game where you can't even see the road because it's just all puddles. Get these two out of the way. Change my map marker. This one's maybe just well. I'm just thinking about checking the southern branch. Actually, I'll just go north from over here, I think. Oh, I got that little house too I could clear. Oh, you fucking trees. Sorry. I hate it because they make it transparent for you, but then you can't tell where they are. Smash right into them. Car's still okay. Well, hello. Let's take this dirt road. See what's up this way. Assume there's a house up here somewhere. Huge cornfield, jeez. Oh, and another. I think that's supposed to be corn. Oh, produce barn. That's all probably rotted. A little garage shed sort of deal. And then the house. Okay. Eh. Ooh, shed. You find some tools. Quick run around the building. A Jenny! Woohoo! No alarms, no zombies. Good deal. That was our one of our next big um, things we needed to have. That way we can keep all of our electronics running. Assuming we have the gas. Let's take all this stuff. What else we got? Some fishing stuff. I will take it. And a single plank. And Jenny, come on, pick it up. Take generator. Yes, please. It is very heavy, and hopefully I have room in the truck. Uh, it's a 40, and I have not enough room. Might have to just carry it on my lap. Because the seats are only 20. Well, shoot. Let's just set it down for now. Set it right next to the car. We got a car down here and everything. Beat up old car. Not seeing much activity. Although that doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot, especially with a bunch of trees around. I like to hide in there. Garbage bags are always good because that's what you use to line the rain catchment systems. You make like wooden barrels and line it with garbage bags. Yeah, nice hood. Can I even? No. Gas, none. Okay. Mark it. Put it down as red since it's in the road. I am here. Oh, another car. It's like a little farming community, kind of. Jesus Christ. Fucking music. Sorry. They love to get you stirred up. It's just the one. If they're on like beating on a window, they'll get through that pretty quick, but the doors take them a little while. Let's see what I can do. I can sneak up behind them. Go to stealth mode. Make sure no zombies. Other zombies are in here. None in the immediate area. Okay, that's good. So there's like a little entryway. Okay. Huh. That's not usual. Like maybe that's the back door? Side door? It's kind of weird. Oh yeah, it is. There's a little laundry room. Yay. Backstab for the win. Alright. Anything on the zombie themselves? Nope. And we got buckets. You can always use buckets. What else is in here? Toolbox with a wrench and some glue. Could use those. So I'm gonna set these down so I can loot. I can hear another zombie though. Gotta be careful. Place. In order to get the stuff out of the insides, you have to have it on the ground so you can look at it. I know my pal is needing a wrench. And he always needs the thread and stuff. I don't think he needs knitting needles. I think that's just junk. Get some quick... Need a quick meal here, since it's right here in front of me. Pot of rotten stew. Pour that baby on the ground. Because you could use the pot. I can't carry it. Getting food too full already. Too full. Lighter. Jar lid. Garbage bag. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back. Well, I guess that's kind of obvious because there's a lot more I might be able to carry out of here. Plus, I gotta walk all the way back to the car. Well, there's no stairs here, so we gotta have them in another room here somewhere. No need for stealth. Aha. Is it just you in there? Sorry, buddy. I'll just secure it and come back later for the rest. Cooking Volume 2. Can't remember if we have that or not. Probably. Get the booze. Well, one thing they were adding with 4.2 is, well, I mean, we always have upstairs, but they never had basements. But they're adding that now, which partners very well with the new darkness. You can go down in the basement and you can't see anything unless you got a flashlight or something like that. So, perfect place for zombie ambush. Alright, let's get out of here for now. Definitely mark this place as a return trip. We'll put good stuff here. Here and probably here, maybe over there. Possibly there. I have a blue vehicle marked down the road. I'm trying to do too much at once, I think. Blue vehicle, it's basically me saying that this car is good, come back and get it. Let me go take the other road out. It's a little quicker. Oh no, we gotta go north. Or west, sorry. Kind of one way or the other, doesn't really matter too much. We can drive by that vehicle maybe and see what it was. Make additional notes to my map instead of just a random symbol. Not random, but a symbol that doesn't tell you a whole heck of a lot. Power cables. Or telephone, one or the other. What's down here? Oh. That was one we have already... Okay. Guess we're towing her back. Ah, shit. Take generator. I can throw that in the back of this car. Nope. It's too big. Remove this. We want to go up to the step van accident and take that all the way north. Let's get a little screwed up on the isometric map. I would think north would be up to your left, like top left, but it's top right. This other sedan, I didn't take a look at it, but I think it's more of a parts car for other standard category vehicles. Looks like it's got some blood along the base. It's a little rougher looking than the one I'm driving, so expect it's not quite as in good a shape. Now, is this a road we can take? Yes. Again, apologize for the engine noise because we're pretty well taxed. Probably redlining the poor thing. There's that zombie house I need to clear one of these days. Call it the Superfan house because there was all these zombies in red and wearing football uniforms and everything. I don't know if Kentucky, I mean, I suppose the team is fictional for Zomboid, but don't know the Kentucky team enough to know if they were red and white or... I think it's more of a fictional team, but everybody wears the colors. See all those truckers with red hats? I do believe that's what that is. That's the football hat. Or at least the university or whatever it is. Speaking of which, I wonder if that's a POI. It might be. If not, it should be. That'd be cool, kind of clearing a whole college, whether it be a big or small college. You know, you got your football stadium or football field. Got the locker rooms and like the dorms, all chock full of zombies. Be a good POI. I'm sure someone's made it if it isn't one in the vanilla. I think I'll park it over here for now. Good enough. Well, everybody will be happy we got a Jenny. Because that kind of makes everything else easier. I mean, we still got to build defenses and water catchment and all that, but we can still use the amenities of the house, so. Just probably want to back in. And the generators have to pretty much be outside. We usually just build kind of like a little closet that isn't fully enclosed for them, like on 3 sides. I guess we could. And we have to learn how to the electronics side of things to connect the generator, because I know that's a separate thing, separate book in and of itself. Oh, I just got to hit drop, Jenny. Yeah. There we go. Maybe not quite ready to use it yet, but it's there when we're ready. Empty some of this stuff. The booze. I like the booze. One more over. Yeah. Jar lid. Cooking pot. What all did I have in here? Oh yeah, all the metal stuff. Okay, and tools and shit. Okay. Okay. Tools. Metal. You're gonna run out of room there pretty quick. I have to stick that in the garage or something. Remember my dad always griping about stuff being stashed in the garage. Because, you know, it's supposed to be for the vehicle, not a bunch of other junk. It offended his sensibilities, I will say that. Where's the so-and-so? In the garage. Good times. Fishing stuff. That's right, I moved my fishing stuff all the way out. I'll do that afterwards to get all the food stuff stashed. Still don't want stuff to go rotten. Pork chop, sausage. Go into the freezer. Get the rest of these tools put away. Wrench. Garden saw. Glue. Just regular wire. To rope. Thread we usually save for the first aid stuff. Or tailoring. I guess it could go either way. Put it in there with tailoring for now until we run out of room. Duct tape. Duct tape. There's a lighter. Maybe that lighter didn't have much in it, but good old plank. See, I'm still 4 pounds or whatever heavy. So the fishing stuff, garbage bags. Okay. Garbage bags. Go up here. What else is weighing me down? Fishing tackle and stuff, I guess. Oh, it's only one. Yeah, I don't think so. Because I'm carrying a bunch of nails. That's the 1 pound or 1.5. What's pounds or kilos? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Okay, back to the fishing spot. We do have a bunch of fishing supplies. Should probably do that at some point, but I might do that offline. It's not all that exciting, to be honest. I mean, it is nice that it's very automated. Like you just start fishing and then let it go, then you can go do something else, come back and see what you caught. But it's not much, not the greatest content for video making. That being said, I do appreciate those of you who are still watching, if you are. Like I said in other videos, I'm just still trying to get my feet wet or get my legs under me, so to speak, with the whole YouTube thing. I am trying to stay vocal about what I'm doing, and if you get if I need to just be quiet and play the game, let me know. I always figured if I'm just not saying anything, that's a bit more boring than me jabbering on about stuff. So yeah, feel free to let me know how that's coming across. Um, I won't be offended. It's just good information to know. Oop, I guess I still have some more here. And this is fishing. All the fishing things. I'm gonna fill up our cupboard here. Okay, cooking and a plank. So you've been playing for a while. I'm not sure how much. If I'm gonna make one more run or call it here. I have yet to decide. I'm trying to make these videos roughly an hour, and I'm probably over that now. But I want to make them too terrible long. Okay. Oh, I didn't put it down. Must be too many planks in that square. Place. Start a new square. There we go. And cooking book, or level 2. I don't know if other people who play Zomboid have seen it, but in our other save game, we would have a house where one door would just um, open on its own. You wouldn't even have to be near it; it would just open. And we were always saying it was a ghost, and then when we boarded it shut, it would just rattle. It just like someone's trying to open the door. It was super creepy. But it was creepy at first, and then you get annoyed by it enough where you just like shut up. And I mean, I've seen the deal where if you're walking by something, the door will open. Like if you walk by a door, and I can see that just being, you know, like because the player character's there. But I'm talking like you be in another room and the door will start rattling. You're just like, what the heck is going on? Okay, Cooking Volume 2, sweet. So that's the second in the series for us because we have both 1 and 2. Need to start reading some of these, but again, that's also not too terribly video worthy. And since I'm playing on a basically the multiplayer session, I can't like fast forward time without jumping into admin or whatever, which I don't really want to do. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll probably do that kind of stuff offline. Get a good wash. Yeah, it's the end of July in game, so one of the summer months already done. We'll be soon into fall, and winter can hit pretty hard here, surprisingly enough. And one time we were looting like a storage facility, and we just had like whiteout snow blowing, and you couldn't see anything. You couldn't tell where the road was. You barely see where the buildings were. Like that was such a well done storm. Like graphically and even the audio was great. Just raging winds. We just said, you know, we got enough food to hunker down and kind of try to wait it out rather than trying to drive and bang up the vehicles and all that stuff. So it was definitely memorable. Thankfully, we don't have to shovel snow. I mean, I think you can now, or at least they have snow shovels. Um, I don't think it has any like detrimental effect necessarily, other than maybe making the roads slick. Yeah, I don't think it like keeps you from traveling or anything like that. But I could be wrong. You know, maybe that's something they're working on. Wash myself. Okay, let's see. Get some food. I know most, you know, some people don't figure TV dinners are all that great. I mean, I don't mind eating them, but to have I think even when you cook it, it's still a positive 20 unhappiness. It's like, I don't know if that's kind of a harsh judgment on TV dinners, but some of them were pretty decent actually. But maybe I have lower standards than the devs. I mean, that's completely could be the case, but yeah, it's almost not even looting those. Not even worth looting the TV dinners. I mean, the next worst thing would be like dog food, because no matter what you do with that dog food, it doesn't get any better. It makes you all depressed, and it's like, I don't know. Mad Max did okay with it, but It's like, I guess here most people are like, well, we're not that desperate. I'll change this to... rename that to the water bag, because that's what we're mostly stashing in there is bottles of water. That's kind of a thing I've been doing out of habit, just having a bag close to where the food is in case we get raided by zombies. We have to evacuate. I don't think we'll ever have to evacuate here, but never know. It's good to be ready. We got a bag full of bags. Let's take a look at that vehicle across the way before we close down for the night. Yeah, look at that. That's a mess. Got blood all down the... It's either blood or rust. I can't quite tell. Oh, it's pretty good shape. The trunk, rear door, one tire. I could fix the tires on it and make those both green. 'Cause there's two good ones over there, over by the garage. It's even got a little tiny bit of gas in there. Engine's not great, but the battery's in good shape. Brakes kind of suck on the one side. Yeah, really not too bad off, really. I mean, having all the glass be 100%, or yeah, all the glass is 100%. That's worth saving just for that. They might hold off on the tire swap, but I'll just get her. I think I already had it hot wired. Yeah. There we go. And I do already have that crappy truck in this garage, but we'll back her all the way up so we can get more in the driveway. Good deal. Another good find. I know we were down there, and I think we looted it. I think I can cross that one off the list. What's this down here? All these little roads that look like they lead to houses. Yeah, so probably next time I'll probably be pushing south a little bit. Actually, probably returning back to this area, like the farm area we were at earlier. We kind of came down that more or less like a dirt trail along the sides of the cornfields. And found the big warehouse. Now the warehouse won't have all the food unless they have potatoes. The potatoes may be still good, but they're probably on the verge of going rotten too. So any of the produce in there is not going to be any good, but you can always like harvest planks and stuff, planks and nails from the crates. There's other bits and bobs that we could probably grab from that barn. or the warehouse kind of place. A little barn might have a few things in there, but maybe some tires or whatnot. And then we have the two houses here, and there might be more up that road. So that should be a good loot run. I might wait for my buddy to get on to do that one. So yeah, that might be pretty productive. Maybe hit some of these other little offshoots. See, now that we got our axe and we got our Jenny, we really kind of need to find a good fuel station. I don't know if there's anything out in here. We're also looking for that same, when I was describing the storage facility where we had the big snowstorm. It's out in here somewhere. I don't know. It might have been. I know it's near one of the towns, and I want to say it's on the west side of one of the towns. And it could be like farther out in here, like west of Muldraugh. So I think that's what this is, Muldraugh here. There's all these other little communities too, where there's enough zombies in there to kind of keep you at bay. But yeah, a nice isolated gas station would be great. I'm afraid we'll have to get gas from down in um, the center of West Point somewhere, probably. So it's got to be one of these down here, the yellow, or I can't remember what the codes are off the top of my head, but color codes. But it's one of these. One of these color coded buildings is probably a gas station. And I do have that set, so I don't think zombies are made to respawn. Um, um, so in theory, which I have yet to prove that theory is right, but in theory, once we clear them, they should be more or less gone. But there is that whole AI side of it where they wander. So mostly in response to sounds. So when you hear that bloody murder scream in the background, that is the AI telling the zombies to move towards that location. So anything's possible. Anywho, so yeah, let me get back inside the house instead of stand outside like a giant target. Um, we'll close out this session. Again, thank you guys once again for watching. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe if you would. Definitely helps me get the channel started and get, like I say, getting his legs under it, getting the channel moving forward. And I have been doing quite a few videos here. Well, not quite a few, but I mean, I'm trying to do as many as I can. Like where I would normally just sit down and play a game, I usually try to do a video for it, and along with that. Um, so I hope to keep up that pace. You know, um, but definitely, like multiple videos per week is my goal. Probably two, but if I can get more in there, I will. And depending on how well the channel gets going, I may start doing some live playthroughs and things. And again, if my friends agree, we might branch out into like more of the virtual tabletop games. Like we're playing Dark Heresy, and we play Cthulhu quite often, and D&D or something like that. But yeah, I think we will call it good here. Again, thank you once again for watching, and have a great day. Appreciate it. Take care.